Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show. Just a couple days till the Super Bowl, and Rihanna is giving us a peek at what it takes to pull off the halftime show. Then, nothing like a good read. Kendall and her mom are back with their latest picks for the book club. And we'll never let go. Titanic is back in theaters for its 25th anniversary, and I booked my ticket. The Jason Show starts right now.
We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening. Hello. Happy weekend. Welcome to The Jason Show. I'm Jace. Thank you for being here. Good, Aaron. Keep that love going. Say hi to Kendall, everyone.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good morning.
Friday. They're sassy today. They are, let me tell you, I just, every day, you know, I get briefed. I don't even have to hear them. I don't even have to get briefed. It sounds like a briefed by like the president or something, but I get briefed by executive producer Jeff, and he came back today and he goes, get ready. This audience is sassy. Yeah. Front row, there's some sort of bachelorette situation going on. We have a sash.
Wow.
She's already requested Ted as a stripper. That's right. I'm sorry, Ted's off today.
Oh, no,
He doesn't.
He said that's the surprise goodbye.
Oh, Ted just told Kendall in her ear that's today's surprise goodbye. Get those dollar bills ready, everyone.
Woo. Can't unsee that.
That's right. How are you, my dear friend?
I am happy. It is Friday. I love Friday.
I love this. Is this new?
Thanks. No, I've
Ish?
had it since last year, but I never wear it. I kind of forget about it.
It's nice. It looks really
Thanks.
good. Yeah, you look good. You look
the
good.
bosses like colors, so I try not to wear too much.
Yeah. Do you think we listen to the bosses on this show? Have you watched this show?
No, but
we don't.
We always listen to everything they say.
We listen to Jeff. That's the boss we listen to.
This is true.
We listen to executive producer Jeff. He's the boss that matters to me.
He is.
That's right. Oh, audience. So a little bit later in the show, you saw it in the cold open. That's the thing. That's what we call the beginning before the open. Went to go see Titanic last night, and I have a review of it. Like, is it worth going back to it, and what's the difference, and blah blah blah. But I got to tell you, and I'll save the review for later in the show. But I have. You've heard me say a version of this. I have the worst luck. I really do. I have the worst luck when going to Broadway shows, when going to movies. The universe always sits me by morons. I mean, literally,
It's
just
true.
always.
He's dramatic, but this is true.
No, I know I am dramatic, but this is the truth. And if Colin was here, who's far less dramatic, he would back me up. Even Colin got mad last night because we're sitting now. Not a lot of people knew that. I know they're like, "Ooh, Colin got mad," but not a lot of people knew that Titanic, the re-release, was even in theaters last night. So the AMC that we went to, the Eden Prairie, was dead. There were only like 10 of us in the theater. So I know, but now this weekend it'll pick up anyway. So Colin and I are sitting kind of in the middle, and then 3 chairs down, there's a solo gentleman. And I shouldn't say gentleman because he wasn't a gentleman. We get through the whole movie, okay? The whole movie. No episodes, no incidences, nothing.
Great.
Kate and Jack are on that wood. And Jack is moments from dying, okay? And all of a sudden I hear this. Diddling, 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 diddling. Hello?
He did not.
And I went like this. You know what I did? I looked, because Colin's to my left, he's to my right, and I went, oh my God, is he answering his call? And he starts talking. He's like, yeah, I'm in Titanic. And so I went like this. I went like this. I go, Really? Really?
It's the penultimate moment.
It's the look I get. Really? Jack is dying? You're ruining this moment?
No.
And so he put the phone down, and Colin's like, as soon as the credits get up, let's get out of here immediately. Because, I tend to embarrass Colin when I call people. But come on.
That's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. You're answering a phone call. I'm telling you, I think it should be, we have too many laws, but there should be a law. If you, and I don't know if Senator Klobuchar's watching or whatever, but I mean, if there's one of the lawmakers watching, I would like a law. You get 3 times. If you talk during a movie 3 times, you're never allowed to see a movie again in a theater. I think 3 strikes. 3 strikes.
Yep. Just like the airlines.
I'm just telling you. They have a no-fly list for airlines.
Yep.
There should be a no-movie list.
It's true.
That's right.
You out.
Let's get started. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Steve. Here we go. I did a little flash dance move there. That was, yeah. First up, we're just a couple days away from the Super Bowl. I'm so excited. And Damn.
Sorry.
I can't wait for the Eagles to win.
What?
No? We don't want them to win? Ryan Phillippe likes them. That's the only reason why I'm going with them. Yeah.
They threw beer cans at our people.
No, guys, look, here's the deal. I'm only saying that because I want this clip to go around and Ryan Phillippe to see it so he comes on the show. Yeah. Because really, Steve, take camera 5. I don't care who wins. Anyway, Rihanna's the halftime performer. That's truly why we're watching, yeah. So, per tradition, she was on stage yesterday doing a little press conference for the pre-Super Bowl. She talked about the logistics of pulling off such a big show in a little time. Look.
It's a lot of preparation, a lot of moving parts. And this is the week that it really is being tested. Everyone, we're just tightening up everything. Everybody's dialing in, everybody's tuning up. And a lot of moving parts. I mean, it's literally like 300 to 400 people breaking the stage down and building it back up and getting it out in 8 minutes. It's incredible. It's almost impossible. But you know what? At the end of the day, if it flops or it flies, my name has to stand by that. And so I really get involved with every aspect of anything that I do.
Yeah, it's true. It's her name.
Mm-hmm.
I said a version of this on the radio show this morning, if you guys were listening. That is what truly, Rihanna and all the performers, they're going to be great. We expect them to be great. Mm-hmm. But give it up to those crews. I mean, those are the, you know what I mean? That is... Mm-hmm. I mean, sometimes Brad and I can barely move this thing during a commercial break. Right, Brad? I mean, yeah, but engineer Brad, and we're like, But within just a few minutes, they have, you heard what Rihanna said. That is amazing. Those are the hard workers that day. That's magic.
Right, and they have to do it without damaging the field, which sounds silly, but when you really think about it, that's crazy. That very heavy equipment that they're operating, and they can't hurt that grass. Like, I think it's over 800, like there's a massive number, thousands and thousands of dollars get spent on this field. Can't screw that up either.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't know about those things, but I did. Yay, Cruz. You can catch the Super Bowl right here on Fox, everyone. That's right. That's our last $5 bill we're going to get for teasing that. Next on the dish, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon's next movie is about how Nike's struggling basketball division hitched its wagon to a young Michael Jordan. It's a good story. It's called Air, and the trailer just dropped. And make sure you keep an eye on the wigs. Just going to say that. Look.
My name's Sonny Vaccaro. I'm with Nike.
Do you typically make it a habit of showing up at people's front doors unannounced?
I don't like to take no for an answer.
Oh, man. Here we go.
You ask me what I do here. This is what I do. I find you players, and I feel it this time. Yeah, okay, it's risky. When you were selling sneakers out of the back of your Plymouth, that was risky. Don't change that now.
For a rookie?
Yes.
Who's never set foot on an NBA court.
That's the literal definition of rookie, yeah. What's the plan? We build a shoe line around just him. I need the greatest basketball shoe that's ever been made.
Who's the player?
Michael Jordan.
Your motor is...
Okay. Look at those wigs. Seriously. Ben Affleck, that wig, that's a wig.
Hey.
He looks like an adult film director, you know? Michael, this is what's weird, audience. Michael has no involvement in this. Jordan has nothing. And according to the cast list on IMDb, Michael isn't even played by anyone. So it hits theaters in April. That's odd. I wonder why. I want to know. I got to find out the inside dish on that. Why isn't he involved? His parents are.
Right.
But why wouldn't you want Michael? What is it? Money? Yeah. They probably wanted a lot of money.
But like, it's a huge film. You'd think that they could either pay it up or that he'd want to be involved because of all the other people involved in it.
And good people.
Right.
Matt and Ben. I mean, hello,
Viola
Good Will
Davis
Hunting.
is in it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I do. But so that means there's something up with it. I want to know what it is. It looks good though.
Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna watch it.
Yeah. Plus it's those, and that cast is great too. Marlon Wayans is in it. It's a good cast. We have a lot more to come today. Hey, don't forget to sign up to be a part of our studio audience. Right there, it's simple. Oh, look at that new little graphic we got there. Oh, look. Is that not? No, it's not new? Oh, it's not new. Oh, I'm just so used to. Okay, anyway. Follow the link to our Facebook page. Just search for Jason Show TV. You can also, now this is even better. We have now teamed up with Eventbrite.com. Search The Jason Show or download the Eventbrite app. It's so easy. You're in by 9:30. You're out by 11:15. And like today, there could be male dancers. I'm just saying, yeah. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Not today, but yeah. I wouldn't ever. No. So glad you're here. Welcome back to the show, Chelsea Handler. Oh, she's over tomorrow. I mean, tonight. I'm sad about it. Yeah, she's been so good guest hosting on The Daily Show. And another highlight is our Late Night Rewind.
Let's move on to the latest way that dumb people are spending their lives.
People will do just about anything for clicks on social media, but this is really stupid. Jumping from the highest point possible and intentionally landing in the water with a belly flop.
It's a stunt so terrifying, they're calling it death diving. This video alone has nearly 44 million views. Watch as she throws herself off of a platform 81 feet in the air. Experts say definitely don't do it.
There's potential for a lot of injuries. They could crack a rib, their internal organs could separate.
This trend was brought to you by White Claw. The preferred drink for white people who want to do stupid shit. And by the way, I don't want to nitpick the way people are trying to kill themselves, but it's not really a belly flop unless you spread your arms out like this. I see you guys tucking in at the last second. Do you want to separate your internal organs or don't you?
No.
We've all done it from just like a pool where you just fall in and that hurts.
Well, and you said it while we were watching. For what?
Like for what?
What are you? You're gonna get 50. I know
views?
the views, but congratulations. You're gonna have views, but your spleen's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like congratulations.
Hi, doc. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't have a spleen. It's just I wanted views.
Yeah, or it's gonna be like on your shoulder. You know what I mean? It's like no. Yeah. What?
Yeah, maybe it just hits and it moves up.
I don't know.
And your jaw's on your foot.
I didn't do well at science. I don't know. It could be here.
Biology.
I don't know.
I understood.
I don't know. I think it's here. I don't know. Why do you think I host a TV show? I don't know. Next, Leah Michelle. Details. Leah Michelle was Chelsea's guest. She talked about preparing to take over. Remember when she took over the lead role of Funny Girl on Broadway? Let's look at this.
It's an unbelievable schedule, and anybody working, I mean, anybody on Broadway is working so incredibly hard. It's 8 shows a week. I do 7 shows a week. I had, I think, something like 6 weeks to learn everything. It's about 15 songs, 22 costume changes, something like 7 to 10 wig changes. It's a lot. And mid my rehearsal process, I was told that I had to start sooner than I thought. And so it was a really intense experience, but I did feel as prepared as I could for my first night. I just wanted to make all the quick changes happen and not walk on stage naked. That was like my biggest thing.
Yeah, it's just so much fun to watch. I was sitting there and I was with my niece on one side and a friend of mine on the other side, and I was just smiling so hard, like my cheeks hurt, like I was on ecstasy or something.
Good.
I was like, oh my God, this is so
She also made news. She was also in the news this week because she revealed that she did like an apology tour over the last few years. She's gone around to all the people on Glee, her castmates, that said that she treated them poorly and kind of talked to them. I don't know if that helped. I don't know if people feel any different, but you do have to give her credit for that. I mean, you gotta give her credit. It's time for a special serving of hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Audience, give it up for Jacob from TMZ. Hi, Jacob.
Jason.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm well. First up, this comes as no surprise. Imagine this. Britney Spears' family is concerned about her, right?
Yes, but I would actually say that this is a very serious situation. She is in serious need of help. And we're being told by people who are several sources with direct knowledge of the situation who say that over the course of time, Britney has showed increasingly volatile and dangerous behavior. There was an intervention that was planned to happen earlier this week consisting of her manager, her husband Sam Asghari, and doctors in the hope of providing Britney with the treatment she needs. And that plan was canceled because someone in her camp decided to pull the plug on this. However, we're being told that there is increasingly a lot of frustration with the people close to Britney, saying that she desperately needs this intervention because right now it's being described as 2008 all over again. She is abusing substances in a way that people feel like they're one day going to wake up to a very bad phone call. So we're hoping Britney gets the help she needs. And again, like I said, people are extremely concerned.
Yeah, not good. I don't want to say anything. Just not good at all. Lighter topic. Next up, the Pamela Anderson documentary. We love it. We've all watched it here, getting a lot of buzz. And you guys are learning she hasn't quite moved on completely from Tommy Lee.
No, I'm actually very curious to hear your thoughts on this, Jason. So if you watch the documentary, you know that it discussed a lot about her fallout with Tommy Lee and their relationship. But we learned right before the documentary came out, she texted Tommy Lee personally, letting him know that he is her one true love. She texted him just reminiscing about how she loved raising a family with him and how she loved raising their 2 boys. And in light of that, Tommy has not responded to any of these texts. He feels like we're being told it's a little bit over the line here because he is married to Brittany Ferlin, and we're being told by our sources closest to Pam that she is not trying to get back into the picture. These were just lighthearted texts. But Tommy, we're being told, feels a little bit differently. And him and Brittany don't like the fact that Pam is texting all this lovey-dovey stuff because it's creating the sense that she does want to get back with him. I don't really know what the protocol here is, but we're just being told that Tommy hopes that Pam finds someone else that she's happy with.
I don't care about protocol. I just like hearing you say lovey-dovey. That was great. I love you so much, Jacob. Here's my take. Jacob, did you see the doc?
No.
Okay.
Not.
Jacob, you'll love it. Go watch it. My take is, it is very clear. This is no surprise. If you watch that documentary, right, Kendall? Yes. If you watch it, it is very clear that he is the love of her life. So there's one thing to say in a documentary, but to text him while he's married, a little bit of a line crossed right there.
Yeah, I agree with you. And truthfully, exactly what you said. You share the same sentiment as the rest of the people in the room, people behind me right now who are doing the morning meeting. So everyone's on the same boat.
Have a good weekend, my friend. Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
He's the best. Jacob from TMZ. he's newer, so like I love to mess with him a little bit. I love him so much.
Like,
he's such a good guy. Yeah. Next in the dish, Kelly Clarkson hosted the NFL Honors Show last night, and there's a lot of pre-stuff with the Super Bowl. I mean, a lot of stuff.
You think?
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. I mean, it's a lot of pre-stuff. I don't know. And the Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins showed up and sang a tribute to Tom Brady. Look.
Tom's won 7 times, went to 10. He's on some beach, so maybe Kirk could win.
Wait, you can really sing?
Yeah. Since he's been gone.
Wait, hold on. First of all, you can really sing. What? Like, okay. 'Cause now that he's gone, teams have hope for the first time. Brady's moving on, yeah. For the gold, that's a wrap. Now we just post thirst traps. Now that he's gone.
Story of the week.
It's so good.
It's so great.
No.
Be nice to Kirko. Kirko knows he's not.
I haven't said anything.
Kirko dances like a white boy that
Who,
can't
Kirko?
dance. Kirko. That's Kirko Chains. That's his name when he puts the chains on.
Oh, y'all are weird. Just say it. Y'all are weird.
I'll give you that. I'll give you
Y'all,
that.
let me tell y'all think my people are weird? I'm just saying, yeah.
You're lucky.
I waited. I knew that would crack you
yet.
up. You were this close from spitting. Yeah. Next up, potential issues potential issues for a much anticipated new ride at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom. Here's the deal. The theme park, here it is. Look at the TV, everyone. This is the new ride, the new Tron roller coaster. Cast members right now are taking part in test runs. This is what they usually do. And reports say that some guests do not fit in the standard seats of the ride. Instead, they've had to wait for a long time for the one larger seat in the back of the ride. There was a similar issue years ago on the ride Avatar Flight of Passage at Walt Disney World's Animal Kingdom Park. Some are concerned the park may have to have 2 different lines, one for the main seats and one for larger guests. They cannot do that. Let me tell you, even though I love them and you know that I love them, I have no problem criticizing the mouse. I will say this, as someone that's there a lot, and we actually have a former cast member on our team who knows this very well, Disney goes out of their way to, people are nodding that's been there, they really do, they don't want to embarrass guests. They go out of their way to accommodate guests that are larger. They have seatbelt extenders. They make them comfortable. They don't point out folks that ask for a different situation. So I don't know what they're going to do about this. And this ride debuted in Shanghai Disneyland years ago, and they knew it back then that these seats, they're a little smaller. And this ride, unless they redesigned the whole ride, what might happen is there may just be some guests because of body types that won't be comfortable or safe, because it really is for safety.
Right.
You got to be locked in there in a certain way for your safety. There may just be a case where this isn't a ride for everyone, sadly.
Man, I know, and Addie had to do this with, that's what we're talking about, our social media. Addie, you have to be the person that has to tell someone that they can't go on that ride.
Yes. Because there are, in a lot of rides, there are test seats, right, Addie? Yeah, I'm asking you, I'm there like every week. But anyway, but there are test seats where guests can sit in there before you wait in line. But poor Addie, Addie worked at Avatar when it first opened, and the test seat was at the end of the line, so people would wait like 3-4 hours, then get in the test seat, and Addie would have to tell them, you can't ride it. Can you imagine being that person? 8 hours.
8 hours?
8 hours was the line when it first opened, yeah.
But But you speak
We're
all
lucky
the
Addie is still here. Let's get to know our final JVIP of the week. Today it's Megan Vargas from Dayton. She says she just really loves us. She's been watching since her son was born 6 years ago. Megan says she feels like we could be friends. She said we're funny, relatable, and enjoyable to watch. Megan loves how we interact with everyone in our Jason Show family. She gets a Jason Show mug and is entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes being a VIP guest in our studio audience, a $150 gift card to our favorite furniture store, Becker, and a $150 gift card to our new sponsor, the Institute of Advanced Aesthetics. Thank you. Well, thank you, audience. We love them. They're new. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.
Coming up in just a little bit, Kendall and her mom are hitting the bookstore for their latest book club conversation. See what their picks are just ahead. And same boat, bigger screen. Titanic sails into theaters once again for its 25th anniversary. Is it worth a return voyage? I will tell you when The Jason Show continues.
Welcome back. So glad you're here. Kendall and her mom are back for this month's book club, and for the first time ever in Jason Show history, the two hit the road. They got in Eric's unmarked, creepy black van and visited a local bookshop. Eric has stickers on it now, yeah. We love them. It's called Majors and Quinn in Uptown. It's we love that bookstore. Take a look.
This is new and improved book club at Majors and Quinn. This is my neck of the woods when it comes to Minneapolis. I lived in Uptown forever and ever and ever, so I'm excited to be bringing everyone into one of my favorite bookstores to talk about this month's books. Okay, we've got 3. I have 2.
Yes.
You've got 1.
Right.
Start it off, Mom.
And I'm going to go. This book is called The Bookwoman's Daughter. The author is Michelle Richardson. It is a standalone, but it's actually a sequel. I would recommend reading the sequel. It'll just give you a richer experience. We're going to follow Cussie, the original bookwoman's daughter, Honey, love it. They both suffer from a rare blood disorder, which turns their skin blue. And of course, just with anything that's new and unusual, with uneducated population in Kentucky, people are very afraid of them. They suffer from terrible racism, etc. So the opening scene basically is her parents being taken to prison because they married outside their race. White man, blue woman. So she's left on her own at the age of 16 and knows that if she is caught and if social services finds her because she's a blue woman, they will imprison her in children's prison and she'll have to work hard labor until she's 21. Most people do not survive that. And so she flees to the neighboring county, actually finds employment in the same job that her mother had as a pack horse librarian. She goes into the mountains of Kentucky and serves the people that have no way to get to a library. It's a treacherous job, racism, misogyny, but it's also a book about strength and courage, friendship, and sisterhood. And as a little side note, if you want to get a little hot dish, the author, Michelle Richardson, is a very interesting person, so I looked it up.
And you did her other book, right? Because it sounds kind of familiar.
About a year ago, we reviewed The Bookwoman of Troublesome Creek.
Okay, sounds good. All right, I have 2. One is for all the lovers of Valentine's Day, and the other one is for folks who want nothing to do with it. The first is called The Spanish Love Deception. It's by Elena Armas. This is her debut novel. Actually, it was independently published, got really big on TikTok, what they call Book Talk, and then Simon & Schuster picked it up, and now it just won an award, I think, from Goodreads as a debut novel, number 1 from 2021. So it is a true blue love story. The main character, Catalina, she's going to her sister's wedding in Spain and doesn't have a date. Well, she told her family she has a boyfriend, so she needs to find herself a date. She's not dating anybody though, so it's a bit of a problem. Enter Aaron Blackford, her coworker, who's tall and handsome and brooding, but also kind of a jerk. She doesn't really like him. They antagonize each other. It's not a good relationship. But she's desperate. You know where this is going. You know where it's gonna end up. It's like watching a good Hallmark movie.
I was just gonna say, it sounds familiar.
It's written really well. I don't want it to compare it totally, but it is in the sense of like, we know how this is gonna turn out. However, it's a really fun story. I love the character of Catalina, and I had a bit of a crush on Aaron Blackford by the time I was done. A little steamy in parts, which is kind of fun. And I love their family relationship, Catalina's family. So That is my number one. Now, if you feel like being a contrarian this Valentine's season, I have a serial killer book for you.
Wow.
Totally opposite. The Final Girls support group. It's by Grady Hendrix. It's going to be developed actually into, I believe, a movie, possibly a miniseries. This is the rumor. But you know all those slasher movies that were really popular in the 70s and 80s? Got Halloween, Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Those are my
Nightmare on Elm
days.
Street. All those. So this is an imagining of girls that are kind of the final girl, the survivor. What if they were real and they met in a support group for 20 years? So they meet in the support group monthly, and one day, one of the gals doesn't show up.
No.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes, someone is trying to murder like these girls. Obviously, they've achieved once with one of the ladies, and so it just follows another one and her journey. It's really fast-paced. It all takes place in like a 3-day period, you know, because people are dying. You'd think it'd be a little gory. It's not. Yes, people die. Yes, it is a serial killer thing, but I thought it was a fun read if, again, you want to just be contrarian. So it
sounds fabulous.
It's fun. It's not gory. We don't like gore. So, but it is really good. All these books, by the way, are available right here at Majors and Quinn if you live locally, and you can find them online on their website as well. Thanks, Mom.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. Couple things. First, I think I want to read that last one. You said I might like that one.
You would. Addie, actually, we keep talking about it today, she recommended it to me, but if you like any of those old classic horror films, it's a reimagining of if these people survived, what it would be like if they were all friends. You know, later on. It's really cool. And one of our audience members also read The Spanish Love Deception, and she said she loved it too. So I'm just saying, it's a good book.
And Majors and Quinn. It's a great support local. And if you're watching us from our other cities, support your local bookstores. They really need all of us right now. Go to majorsandquinn.com. And by the way, if you missed this, if you came in halfway, don't worry. We'll post a segment on our Jason Show YouTube and Facebook pages. Just search for Jason Show TV. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. I love that store. I'm glad you did it there. Welcome back. It feels like 1997, a good year all over again at the box office. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Titanic is back in theaters. It is the movie's 25th anniversary. It features a newly remastered print of the film. It's in 4K and in 3D. All of this supervised, this remastering was supervised by the director James Cameron. So, I saw it last night, and before I give you my thoughts of if a return voyage is worth it, here's director James Cameron talking about how he found his Jack and Rose in a new interview. Look.
We were looking at all the young actresses up and coming, and Kate's name kept coming up. No, you really need to meet her. I thought, all right, I'll meet her, right?
We set up truly an old-fashioned screen test. And when I say old-fashioned, we found a period set, and we put them in costume.
Rose DeWitt Decatur.
And coming out of that, there was no question in our mind that Kate Winslet was the right person to play Rose.
We had our Rose, we had to find our Jack. Leo went in and just knocked it out of the park.
I saw that in the Nickelodeon once, and I always wanted to do it.
The moment I said action, he turned into Jack, and my jaw hit the floor, Kate's jaw hit the floor, and all of a sudden, there was our Jack.
Yep. No one else. There's the great Kathy Bates is the unsinkable Molly Brown, a role originally that went to Reba McEntire, and she had to pull out, and then Kathy Bates got it. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep. James Cameron said he got the inspiration for Titanic. He knew that he wanted to do a movie about Titanic, but what was the peg? And he thought, love, Romeo and Juliet on the ship. And there it is. Okay, let me cut right to the chase. Go see this again. I really, no, seriously, I do mean it. I love the movie, but I will tell you, this movie is Colin's favorite movie of all time. Colin is younger, and he had never seen it in a theater. His favorite movie of all time. So it was really cool to experience that with him. And if you're watching this and you've loved Titanic, because think about it, this is kind of the way it was with like Star Wars for a while. There's probably a lot of you that have only experienced Titanic on a DVD or on your television. This is a movie, I'm kind of getting goosies right now. Watching it on the big screen with the great sound and the large screen and in subtle 3D. It's not annoying, very subtle 3D. I gotta tell you, everything is heightened. You feel the love a little bit more. The heartbreak and the tragedy of the whole thing. The music just kind of washes over you. I had such a great night last night. And this movie is one of those, I say this a lot, it's one of those that really deserves to be seen in a theater. So treat yourself. It's playing everywhere. The sound is so crisp. The movie, because it was remastered, looks like it was shot yesterday. And the last thing I want to say is, when you watch this, you do realize it's that intangible. You hear people say, oh, chemistry. You can't put your finger on it. You watch Kate and Leo, and as cheesy as it sounds, that is some damn movie magic right there. That these two, you know what I mean? They have it's just love. You know, you can feel that they love, and they really did love each other. They got along so well, and it's hard to believe Kate Winslet was 21. She celebrated her 20th. I remember the Oprah interview. It was my 21st birthday when they shot the scene. You know, when she's rescuing Jack from being locked up, and on the E level. Anyway, go see it. Treat yourself. It's a great night at the movies, and it reminds you of why this movie has stood the test of time for 25 years. It's really great. The 25th anniversary edition of Titanic is in theaters now. Go see it. Treat yourself. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Welcome back to the show. So we just celebrated the 25th anniversary of Titanic, and we're going to stay right there. We're going to stay in the late 90s for today's game. Steve, roll it. It's game time. Here we go. That's right. It's one of my favorite years, 1997. It was actually the year that I moved here. And it's also the year, as I said, that Titanic came out. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask a series of pop culture trivia questions from the year 1997. I'm sorry, audience. Is something funny about that? I think they're laughing at you, too. I think they are. Okay? Give it up for Judy and Sarah, everyone. Judy, are they laughing because they don't think you're going to do well?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
They know me.
Sarah?
I'm the same.
Okay, hands above buzzers. Here's the good news, you two. This is multiple choice, okay?
Yes.
Now, the show is 8 years old, and trust me, no one has listened to what I'm getting ready to say next in 8 years, so I don't expect you two to listen to this. However, I'm going to try one more time.
Okay.
Do not buzz in until I give all the choices, okay?
Gotcha.
You won't listen to that, but we'll try. Okay, here we go. The first question. This must-see TV comedy kicked off its final season in '97. Friends, Seinfeld, Just Shoot Me, or Frasier? Sarah.
Frasier.
No, over to you. Friends, Seinfeld, or Just Shoot Me?
Friends.
No.
Just shoot me.
No.
Yeah, just shoot me.
No. Seinfeld. It's all right. You know what?
Okay.
You're fine. It's 1-1 in. We're not judging you yet. Okay, here we go. Hands above buzzers, ladies. The first Harry Potter book was published in Great Britain in 1997. It was called Harry Potter and the what? Goblet of Fire, Philosopher's Stone, Half-Blood Prince, or Deathly Hallows? Sarah.
Goblet of Fire.
No.
Half-Blood Prince.
Half-Blood? No.
What was the choice?
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Now I know why you laughed. It is Philosopher's Stone. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. Hands above buzzers. This is going to go real well. Barbie Girl was one of the biggest songs of 1997. What group sang the song? Aha, Aqua, Blur, or Oasis?
Yeah, right.
Sarah?
I'm going with Aqua.
You are right!
I remember the song.
Okay.
No.
Do you remember? Oh,
No.
okay, that's fine. Hands above buzzers. This TV show featuring a unisex bathroom and a dancing baby premiered in 97. X-Files, Buffy, Ally McBeal, or Boston Legal? Sarah.
Ally McBeal.
Yes!
Why would you watch it?
Get in the game! Judy, it's your birthday, for heaven's sake. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
This future late-night TV host kicked off his TV career as co-host of Win Ben Stein's Money. Was that Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Conan, or Jon Stewart? Judy.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes!
One. And a hug.
And a hug, yeah. Okay, here we go. The first Austin Powers movie premiered in 97. How many total movies are in the Austin Powers franchise? 2, 3, 4, or 5? Sarah.
3.
You are right. You are right. There was the original, The Spy Who Shagged Me, and Goldmember. I love Austin Powers. Okay, here we go. This country singer became the youngest person to ever win a Grammy in 1997. Martina McBride, Trisha Yearwood, Faith Hill, or Leanne Rimes? Sarah.
Leanne Rimes.
You are right. Did you know that one? You knew that one too, yeah. See? Now you're on fire. You two are picking up here. Here we go. A popular primetime soap opera returned to TV in 1997 with a miniseries called Back to the Cul-de-Sac. What show was it? Dynasty, Knots Landing, Falcon Crest, or Dallas? Sarah.
Knots Landing.
Yes!
Yep.
You knew that one too, didn't you, Judy? Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Here we go. Last one. This girl group had its first big hit in 97 and featured 4 members at the time instead of the 3. Was it the Chicks, Destiny's Child, TLC, or In Vogue? Judy.
The Chicks.
Not the Chicks, no.
In Vogue.
No. Destiny's Child. Destiny's Child. That's okay. They're both winners. They're both going home with a Jason Show mug.
Thank you very much.
And if you look in the mug, there's a coupon for a dance from Ted. There we go. Yeah. We'll be right back in a moment. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. You guys were great. That's our birthday girl. Happy birthday. You know what? Hey, Kendall.
What?
You know what makes a great gift for someone that's celebrating their birthday?
What, Jason?
Jason Show merch. That's right. If you love our show and you think, God, I love it so much I want to wear something from it, check out our official merch store. Oh, okay. This is a new graphic. See that pink sweatshirt? People are loving that sweatshirt. I guess it is the softest thing anyway. The swag shop offers mugs, water bottles, t-shirts, sweatshirts, belt buckles, cigarette lighters, whatever. I mean, everything. If you aim your camera app at the QR code, it'll take you right to the store. Or we posted links on our Facebook and Instagram pages. And again, that pink sweatshirt, right, Kendall? Yeah. A whole bunch. You're disagreeing. Now you're just humoring me. Yeah, anyway. Go get it. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Welcome back. I know.
Oh, God.
It's time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works. I don't know what this is until I read it right now. Today, a surprise goodbye follow-up. What? On Wednesday, we showed you the 2-year-old girl from Pennsylvania who got her head stuck in a cake pan. Firefighters cut it off, and the girl wasn't hurt and was joking with those around her. Well, a Jason Show viewer sent us this picture. Barb says the picture is from 1957 in her grandma's kitchen. She was trying to be a princess and put the ring of a casserole over her head, and it got stuck. Her grandpa had to cut it off, got it off before they had to call the fire department. Thank you, Barb. Well, Again, this all came from when I got my hand stuck in a Pringles can when I was like 11, and my dad said it was because I had a little fat hand. Yeah, anyway. Monday, Shayla from the Plant Penthouse is back with perfect plans for Valentine's Day. But right now, that's going to do it for us. Go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Bye, everyone. Have a good weekend.